Okay guys, so much like I did with Scott when he passed away, and I did a video saying that 2007 was Wallen's best year of live performances, at least in my opinion. Now I figure it's only fitting for me to do the same thing for Chris Cornell of Soundgarden, who, as we all know, unfortunately, most likely due to maybe taking too much of his anxiety medication, committed suicide this past Thursday, May the 18th of 2017, at the age of 52. And rather than describe Chris's best live year ever, because let's be honest, even though I've only been checking him out within the past few days, and obviously respect and tribute to his passing, instead I'm going to give you guys his best live band ever. Now obviously we all know Chris was most famous for his time with Soundgarden, which is obviously how he got his start, and for his own solo work, but I'm going to go on probably the group that all of you guys probably know that he was involved with, but maybe now the more lesser known of all the projects that Chris was involved in it in his almost 30 career as a performer, and that would be the supergroup Audioslave, which consisted of Chris, along with, I guess you could say, the rest of Rage Against the Machine, or at least Tom Morello, among other musicians. And the reason I think that's Chris's best live band is because, just from what I've seen of that, I feel like that gave him a chance to step out of Soundgarden's shadow, and he finally had a chance to just basically have a blank canvas, like have something fresh, almost sort of like how Velvet Revolver was the same for Scott Weiland and the other members of Guns N' Roses. I feel like this was the same for Chris and Tom, because they were actually able to do something that got them recognized for more than just their original bands. But if you guys need any proof, I would simply recommend listening to Audioslave's Shadow on the Sun for proof of Chris's powerful vocals, especially on the chorus, Shadow on the Sun, because Chris literally screams that part out instead of just singing it. But yeah guys, in my opinion, obviously Soundgarden are legends on their own, but I have a feeling that if you've forgotten about Audioslave, or just as a tribute to Chris, if you guys check out some of their tracks, but particularly Shadow on the Sun, I think you guys may very well pleasantly be surprised. And just a couple of other things I wanted to say. Adri, I think maybe even before Soundgarden's last show Thursday with Chris, he joined Tom and the other members of Prophets of Rage, and I guess maybe even the other former members of Rage Against the Machine, for kind of like a mini Audioslave reunion, and it was like they still had it even then. But now on to the update that I wanted to give you guys. So Chris will actually be laid to rest this Friday, May 25th, at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles, California. Although, hopefully, unlike the case with Scott Weiland. Hopefully Chris's actual gravesite will be at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Although, obviously, guys, I know fans of Soundgarden and even myself, Adri just now from dibbling into him. We're all gonna miss Chris, but just that if you have respect for him, not just as a singer, but if you have respect for him as an actual person, and you're out in LA, don't go ransacking his grave or nothing, because guys, if you ask me, that's like the most unpleasant thing you can do, because again, that's like the last place that the rest of his family knows, that's the last place that they'll actually get to see his actual face, even though we know his actual spirit has decided to find some other way to exist. But anyway, guys, again, check out Audioslave, because I do think that was Chris's best band, other than obviously Soundgarden. And again, he will be laid to rest this Friday, May the 25th of 2017. So rest in peace, my friend, and may your shadow always be on the sun.